It has finally happened. Joe Biden is out of the race. He brazened it out for weeks. Then on Sunday, he stood down and endorsed Kamala Harris, the US Vice President. She will replace Biden as the front-runner for the Democratic Party for this upcoming election. She has the support of a number of Democrats. She's also getting the donors. In less than 24 hours, Kamala Harris has raised millions of dollars for her campaign. What she needs now is a party nomination for her to be officially declared as the Democratic candidate. And that won't be easy. Tonight, we'll discuss why, how Biden's exit, though expected, has completely changed this election. And we start by discussing what happens now. The Democratic Party is in disarray. Biden has left at the 11th hour. Nothing like this has ever happened before. No candidate has left the race this late. Joe Biden is the first sitting president to step down in this manner. He was not officially nominated by his party, but he was expected to contest the election. So first of all, his party will have to get their act together now. They don't have much time, just a little over 100 days to regroup, to name a new ticket, to revive the campaign and to fight Donald Trump. It's a formidable challenge. Some Democrats are still coming to terms with what has happened, while Biden is still in isolation. He's recovering from a Wuhan virus infection. He made this announcement from isolation. For 3 weeks, he resisted a growing chorus of Democrats who were urging him to step aside. Until yesterday morning, a number of Biden's close aides still believed that the president was very much in the race and willing to fight it out. But by afternoon, everything changed. Biden first called up Kamala Harris, then he summoned his team. And as he was speaking with them, this letter was released on social media, apparently written by the president himself, announcing his exit from the electoral race. Here is what he wrote, and I'm quoting, "I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president for the remainder of my term." A wide range of Democratic voters have welcomed this announcement.
I think that it was a brave decision for him to step down, well, to pull himself out of the race.
Like, it makes sense. I mean, I'm a Democrat. I think you kind of sort of have to do whatever it takes to try to beat Trump, just given kind of what he represents and how damaging a Trump presidency could be from my perspective.
A few minutes later, Biden released a follow-up message, a few minutes after he announced that he was stepping out of the race, and he endorsed Kamala Harris, who was then quick to respond and thank Joe Biden for the endorsement. Here is what she said. "My intention is to earn and win this nomination." Her team wasted no time after this. They do not have the luxury to waste time. Barely hours after the announcement, they started making phone calls to secure endorsements from other Democrats. Harris soon had the support of several high-profile leaders of her party like Bill and Hillary Clinton, California Governor Gavin Newsom, and Transport Secretary Pete Buttigieg, just to name a few.
I'm endorsing Vice President Kamala Harris because she's ready to step up, bring our party together, go toe-to-toe with Donald Trump, and win in November.
The support for Kamala Harris is growing. All 50 state chairs of the Democratic Party back her, all 50 of them. She also has endorsements from more than 150 Democratic lawmakers in the US Congress and governors in Democratic states ruled by the Democratic Party. Plus the donors, they're backing Kamala Harris. In less than 24 hours, she has raised more than $50 million in grassroots donations. And that's not all. She'll also get access to Biden's war chest. That's another $90 million in cash. Hours after the announcement, her campaign team moved the Federal Election Commission. This is the agency that oversees elections in the United States. The Biden-Harris campaign would be redesignated now. This is like changing your account name. Earlier, these funds were in the name of Biden and Harris. Biden was the presidential candidate, Harris the vice presidential candidate. Now it would go to Harris and whoever she picks for the VP ticket. But access to campaign funds is not the biggest challenge for Kamala Harris at this point. Her greatest hurdle is securing the party nomination. She has to be officially nominated by her party, and the path to this is not easy. Harris still has a lot of boxes to tick here. For starters, some senior Democrats are still sitting on the sidelines. They haven't endorsed Kamala Harris. Leaders like Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Hakeem Jeffries. These are influential voices within the party. Harris needs to win them over. That's the first hurdle. Next, she must ensure that there are no challengers in the party. The Democratic convention is slated for next month, the 19th of August. With Biden now out of the picture, it's an open contest. There will be almost 4,000 delegates at the convention, free to vote as they please.
In this case, since President Biden has announced he's not running, they are free in every sense of the word to get behind whoever they choose. So what we will see is, this is an unprecedented process, at least in recent history. And we will see a process by which these delegates will have to choose who will be the Democratic nominee.
Earlier, they were all backing Biden unanimously. But now, if there are multiple candidates in the fray in the Democratic Party, the delegates may be divided. What does one need to challenge Kamala Harris for the nomination? 300 votes. That's all that you need. 300 out of 4,000 votes. If a leader secures these 300 votes, they can throw their hat in the ring. They can contest the Democratic nomination. This is what you call an open convention. It's a possibility. So far, no one has challenged Harris, but she cannot afford any last-minute surprises. So she needs to lock in the delegates well before the convention. That's the second hurdle. And finally, she must find a running mate, her vice presidential pick. It's one of the most important decisions that she will take. So who will be her deputy? Quite a few names are doing the rounds, like Roy Cooper from North Carolina, Mark Kelly from Arizona, J.B. Pritzker from Illinois, Andy Beshear from Kentucky, and Gretchen Whitmer from Michigan. Now, usually a candidate has months to decide whom to pick, but Kamala Harris will have to take this call within days. And once she's done with all of this, she will have to find a winning strategy to beat Donald Trump, who is already, by the way, playing down her candidacy. Trump says Harris would be easier to defeat than Joe Biden. So this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Kamala Harris. She has a chance to become the president of the United States. But to do this, she will have to overcome incredible odds.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.